Hi, my name is Samantha Berman, University ID number 205304608. So for problem 1, I started off listing a few assumptions, and that the first one is that the initial and final volumes will be the same, so like there's no water was spilled, and that the axis of rotation was in the center of the cylinder. And so to start off, I used the equation that gives the height of the parabola, so z equals omega squared r squared over 2g plus c. And to solve for c, I plugged in z equals 0 and r equals 1.5 because when r is equal to 1.5, that is the very edge of the dry spot, which would be the same as z equals to 0 because there's no water at that point. And so plugging that in, I got c equals negative 2.25 omega squared over 2g. And then to find the final volume of the cone shape, I guess, with the missing bottom, I integrated 2 pi rh dr from r1 to r2, and r1 was equal to 1.5 centimeters and r2 was equal to 4, and so that goes from the edge of the dry spot to the end of the cylinder. And then for h, I plugged in that same equation for z, omega squared r squared over 2g plus c, but I plugged in the value that I found for c. And then I integrated that and plugged in the bounds, and then my final simplified equation for that was 47.27 pi omega squared over g. And so that's the equation for the final volume, which again is equal to the initial volume of 1100 cubic centimeters. So I set those equal to each other, plugged in 980 centimeters per second squared for g, because I kept it in centimeters, and I got omega is equal to 85.2 radians per second.